Hey everyone, Carla here from Documenting the Journey. Today's video is going to be going over the digital files for MakseLife for 2023. So the iPad that I'm using right now is just an older one that we've had. It's an 8th generation, and I'm using the, I think, second generation Apple Pencil. I don't have a screen protector or anything on my tablet, so I apologize for the little bit of glare that you might get. So the application that I'm using and downloading all of my files into is Goodnotes. You can see I've already got all of my 2022 and undated daily stuff in here that I'm utilizing also. And so when you get your digital files, you'll get an email, and then you basically click on the link in your email and it'll ask you to download those files. And so you'll download those into your actual files, which looks like this little blue folder here. So once you have those downloaded, you're going to go ahead and go to 2023 horizontal weekly. And then I also have the 2023 horizontal vertical. I have the notebook, which is new this year. That's going to be in a colorful and a neutral. I'll show you the difference between those. Another new product is the Daily Intentions Notepad and the Daily Reflections and Gratitude Notepad, which I am stoked for. So all of these, with the exception of the notebooks, are going to be dated products. In this video, I do not have the new daily, and that is going to be something that is available to everybody on launch day. The hyperlinks are still getting proofed, and so we didn't have access to that a little bit early, but I will go ahead and do a video on that one after launch day as well. So when you click on your file, you're going to go ahead and open your file. I've already unzipped it, but basically to unzip your file, you'll just click on this once. You'll see all of your stuff decompressing here. And then as soon as it's done, it will all pop up. So we'll just wait a hot second for that to happen. And then once that happens, you'll open your folder and you'll see all of this. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is actually get this into Goodnotes. So all of your covers are going to be here. You have your Blackberry fields, you have your front cover, you have the access to the inside covers, and then you have your back cover here as well. And you have two different back covers. You've got a gold foil and a silver foil. So if you wanted to import those, you could also. But I'm just going to go ahead and focus on getting the planner into Goodnotes. So first you're going to click on the actual planner itself, and it basically is like a flip through like this because this isn't in Goodnotes quite yet. So in order to send it to Goodnotes and access all of the hyperlinks, you're going to hit this share button up here, and then you're going to go ahead and open in Goodnotes. And then it's going to ask you if you want to import it to the current document or import it as a new document. I do not want this planner inside of my 2022 planner. So I'm going to import it as a brand new document. It's going to ask me where I want it to go, and I'm just going to go ahead and put it right into my documents because I have subfolders here and I'm not going to put them in there. So you'll import to documents. It'll take a little bit to kind of get in there, and then as soon as it's in there, it will open up for you and you can have access to all of the hyperlinks. So here I have a new tab up here. I've got my notebook here that I'll show you in a second. I've got my 2022 vertical weekly that I'm already in. And now I have the 2023 horizontal weekly. So when it first opens up, you come here to like your little open page. I don't have any covers in here, and so that's okay. We'll go over that a little bit later, but now you can kind of scroll through and see all of your content for the actual planner. So up here, you have some hyperlinked tabs for your compass assessments, your original Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. You have all of your hyperlinked tabs to all of your months. And the easiest way that I personally have found in order to use these hyperlinks is to actually turn my editing mode off. I can long hold on these, pick up, and then I can just write open link, and then it goes straight to my April. And then in order to scroll through, you'll just do like your flipping pages. So up here, you have all of your hyperlinks that you can go from month to month on your monthly goals, and you can see everything that you've done on a monthly basis. These tabs take you to the monthly overview. You also have tabs down here. Since you're in the month of April, you can review your April goals, your April reflections. This is to the back of the planner for your note pages. You have a page for stickers as well if you wanted to put those in. And then this is the beginning part of the planner that you can access as well. And so in order to utilize the planner, you can do it in multiple ways. You can turn your editing mode off. You can choose your pen. You can change your pen colors. And then you can just write in here with your handwriting. Or if you don't really love your handwriting, you can use a text box. You can change your text here to anything that is available that's already downloaded into Goodnotes. I personally have not downloaded any additional fonts. I know plenty of people do, so I'm sure that there's a ton of YouTube videos out there if you want to just Google how to import fonts into Goodnotes. I personally have not used that feature before. And then I have noticed as well with all of my font that I use, I'll show you the current planner that I'm using right now. And so with the font that I'm using when I type things in, let me go to my lists. So this is a text box here. So the size, I've found that the size 22 with most fonts will actually line up individually with your lines on your planner. And so in order to do that, I will go ahead and choose my text box. I'll go ahead and single click and this will open up, and then you can type in something here and then you can move this around. You can do it that way, or you can actually access the scribble function on your Apple Pencil and you can write and it will convert to text for you as well. And so you can just write here and then it does that for you. So once you have something, you can see that it's not perfectly lined up. You can hold down these three dots. You can go ahead and wiggle it around and you can go ahead and line it up on your lines. Again, this is this font right here, Futura. I don't even know if I said that right. And I'm using the size 22. If you change your font and you want to use something different, instead of doing these things individually, you can hit this little T with the heart and you can actually save it as your default. And so every time you go to type something in with your text box, it will automatically come to this particular font with this particular color and this exact size. And so we will go ahead and single tap. Outside of that, all of those functions will go away. And then you have full access to the entire horizontal planner. And so we'll go ahead and turn this back off and then we'll go back here to your notes pages. So this is new this year for the notes pages and I am so very excited about this. So in the 2022, the notes pages, it was just blank lined note pages. You only had a few, which was fine because honestly, this is a lot of space for note pages anyways. I have added in a couple of things as well. Clearly, I haven't been utilizing them. And so I really love this year's options for note pages because you have an index here. And so these are going to be hyperlinked and it will go straight to your first page. And so if you have something that you want book trackers or a food inventory or a school shopping list, these are just ideas that I've got for myself because those are note pages that I utilize. You can go ahead and add any of your indexing here. And if you have something particular on 14, like your Christmas list, you can hold down here, you can open your link, or you can come up here and do the same thing with this tab, hold down and then open link, and it comes straight to this page here. So you'll also notice that up here, you have these little guys right here. So this is blank, this is dot grid, this is full grid, and this is lined. You can also add in additional note pages, which is one of my favorite features of digital planning, is you can pretty much put anything inside of this file that you wanted to. I personally love grid pages. And so what I am going to do is I am going to copy this template. So if you turn your editing mode back off, so you can actually do stuff, you will hit this button up here that has the three dots. You will copy the page. It says copied, and then you will actually go to the plus page up here. And then here is where it says, do you want to add this page before the page you're on, after the page you're on or the very last page of this particular file. Since I don't have anything written here, in my opinion, it doesn't matter if you do before or after, but 90% of the time, if this page is full and you just needed access to an additional dot grid, you're gonna wanna add it after. So I already have after clicked up here, but if you wanted to choose something different, you can do that here. And then you're simply just gonna paste the page. And now you have 2 pages under your 14 tab here. And so each tab is going to have a different type of page for you. And if you don't really love dot grid, you can do the exact same thing and you can just paste in whatever size, whatever layout you wanted to do here. And so this is a really functional access, especially because you have the full content of your index over here, which I absolutely love that they have an index for it. So this is extremely exciting for me. Okay, so now I'm back at the very beginning of the planner and I want to put in a planner cover. So I'm going to go ahead and hit this plus sign here. I don't want the planner cover to go after this current page. I want it to go before. So I'm going to choose before. I'm going to go to import. I'm going to find the files that I want. So here you can just go back to your original file, which was the horizontal. You've got your covers here. You're going to choose that. Let's just say I want the chevron cover. So I'm going to open this up. I'm going to choose front cover chevron and I'm going to click it. It's going to import it. And now my planner has a cover. Another cool thing about this is I can do the back cover as well. I will do the same process. I will hit the plus button. I will do last page because I want it to be the last thing in the document. I'll go ahead and go to import and I want let's do the silver foiling one. So we'll go ahead and do that. It will go straight to the last page. So I cannot scroll anymore this way. This is the last page of my document. So that is the back of the cover. All right, so let's see what else we've got here. So another thing that is really great about digital planning is you have all of your additional note paper templates here. Instead of going all the way to the back to copy them, you can open it from here. You can copy this and then you can import it anywhere you want. We'll go ahead and go back to the front and it's the same with all of your other ones. You can soft hold here, open link, copy this template and add it anywhere else that you wanted as well. So another thing that I really love about digital planning is you have all of these hex codes, which the colors have changed slightly for 2023 because there is a new product, the Moxie markers, that Sierra has created. And in order for those to match perfectly, she did have to change the colorway in the actual planner. So these are all new colorways for you. And so I'll just go ahead and show you how to do one to save it as a preset for your pen and your highlighter. I usually have a tendency to match it up with my highlighters. And so if I choose my highlighter up here, you will pull this menu down with this little tiny arrow. And then these are all of your presets. And so the first ones were they just came with Goodnotes. And then everything below here are all of the MakseLife colors for 2022 that I use to highlight goals and color code things. So in order to add new colors, what you will do is you will soft hold on this. You will copy this hex code. You will go to your highlighter or your pen function, whichever one you want to do. You do have to do these separately. So the preset will come under highlighter and you will have to add it, in my experience anyways, unless there's a shortcut I don't know of. You will have to add it as a preset individually with your pen as well. So I want it for my highlighter. I will go ahead and choose this. I will go down to custom. I will hold here where it says hex. I will, let's turn this. All right, so I will double click to highlight this. I will remove this. I will soft hold to paste my new hex color code. And you can see here, the color is there and you will simply just hit this plus button that says add to presets. And there it is. So there's the new 2023 purple color for the friends and family category. And you will just simply do that for each individual color that you want. And this is kind of nice because if you only want the bold colors, but you don't really like the muted colors, you can select only those or vice versa. So the pen is going to be the same way. So you can see in the pen, I downloaded all of the bold 2022 colors, but in the highlighter, I downloaded and saved presets for all of the muted colors. So you can easily do it that way also. So with the pen, it's the exact same process. You will go ahead and single hold on here. Oh, I got to turn my editing mode off. You'll single hold on here. You will copy that hex code. You'll go back to edit mode. You'll come down here. You'll go back to custom. You will paste this hex code in. And then there's that gray, and I'm going to add that to presets, and there it is at the very, very bottom. Other things that you can see are hyperlinks. You have all of this stuff over here. You have kind of like an index or a table of contents, whatever you would like to consider it. You have your months, you have your goals, and then you have your reflections. And so you can always come here too and go ahead and use these hyperlinks also. So make sure that your editing mode is turned off. If you don't want to turn your editing mode off, I have found that with the lasso tool, this little guy right here, you can also access hyperlinks. And so you'll just soft hold, you'll open link, it'll go straight to that page. And then if you wanted to turn the editing mode off, that's fine too. And so these are also going to be hyperlinks. And so you will do the same thing here. You'll soft hold, you'll open link, it'll go straight to your September. Let's see if there's anything else that I'm forgetting about this. All right, I think that might be it for the most part. Let's see if there's anything else in here. Okay, so let's go ahead and close this one. And let's go ahead and talk about this notebook. Oh my gosh, y'all, I'm so excited. So I'm going to split my screen. So I'm going to hit the 3 dots up here. I'm going to hit this little 2x2 window, and then I'm going to pull up my files here. So this is the file that we had for the horizontal weekly. Let's go ahead and go back and do your notebooks. And so your notebooks that Darian and Sierra have created are pretty freaking amazing. So there is a colorful and a neutral. I've already downloaded the neutral, but I'll go ahead and show you the colorful as well. So these notebooks are so much fun. I'm really enjoying these notebooks. So you do have separate covers. Again, this is the colorful version. So you've got rainbow lines, you've got teal, light, and dark. And then the actual notebook itself, where under the colorful has your main cover. I have not imported this one into Goodnotes because I personally know that I probably won't use the colorful. And so in order to import it, I'll just remind you that you have to hit the share button and put it in Goodnotes. And so the biggest difference between the colorful and the neutral is I'll just split these for you again. So another trick here is going to be hitting these 4 squares, and that will bring up all of your individual files. And so we'll just kind of go back to the front. We'll just do a side-by-side scroll. So this side is your neutral notebook. This side is your colorful notebook. And so one thing that you're going to notice is you have colorful tabs, 1 through 12. Here you have all grayscale tabs, 1 through 12. And then you also have your table of contents, which is colorful and neutral. And then here is all of the fun goodness. So this is all of your note paper templates that you could use. So I did have one person on Instagram tell me that they thought that the templates in the colorful were colorful and the templates in the neutral were neutral. And I let them know I was not sure, but now that I'm seeing these side by side, they are definitely colorful and neutral. So the first one that immediately pops out to me is this habit tracker. So I'm going to single click on that. So here's your habit tracker template that you have in the colorful. I'll single click on, oh, this one is in Goodnotes, so I have to long hold on that one. And this is your habit tracker in the neutral. And so there is a pretty stark difference with the colorful versus the neutral. And so if you really love color, this is definitely going to be for you. If color is very overwhelming, I would absolutely say stick with the neutral. And so let's go ahead and go back to all of your main templates, and we will go ahead and go through, let's see if I can find. Okay, so here's your template page. And I've actually done a lot on, well, not a lot. I have done some over here. Okay, so, oh, you know what? Another thing is your dividers. And so your dividers, you have, this one is, of course, the neutral. You have a little header down here so you can write. What I'm planning on using it for is more of a bullet journal type thing. So 1 is going to be January, 2 is going to be February, 3 is going to be March, and so on, because there are 12. So you can do an entire year in here. And you get, again, with the colorful, you have the hex codes for all of that also. So let's go ahead and scroll through. So you can see that all of the dividers are very colorful and they're all different colors. As far as the templates go, you have, I think, 20 templates Darian has put in here. And you've got everything from lined to columns to a legal thing. So I'll just kind of go through very quickly and show you what they look like here in the neutral. I'm going to actually just close this for a little bit so I can just show you these. So this is what your lined looks like. I want to make sure that it's close enough but not zoomed in too much too. And then you have your dot grid. You have a full grid. You have blank. And I can't remember the names of all of these. But you have this one. They're all named on the title page. You have a 2 column. This one is like for meeting notes. And then you have a grid one for meeting notes. You have a dot grid one. You have a blank one. And then you have, I can't remember the names of these. I'll show you again in colorful too. And then this is a task list, 2 vertical columns, 4, this one's 8. This is what I'm using in here for monthly goals. And then you have, there's just so many different templates in here. So basically in order to utilize these, oh, this is your monthly overview template. And then you have, this one is called sheet music, I think. So this is, let me just go ahead and show you what I've done in here. So we'll just go back to the beginning. So I've got my first divider tab here. So I'm going to do October 2022 to December 2022, and I'm going to put all of that in here. And then I'll go ahead and put January in here as well, if I am still in it. So I've got my monthly overview for October. I've got all of my monthly goals in here. So this is basically like a bullet journaler's dream, is these notebooks. So I've got all of my goals in here, and I just used the 8 list template for that. And then I have here just a full gridded page, and I basically put in my weekly overview, which is a Hobonichi Weeks style type thing. This is also the same overview layout as the MakseLife Daily. I've got all of my weekly tasks here for the Alistair method, and then I've got a menu and my kids' school specials down here as well. So again, to import these pages, let's go ahead and say, so here is my November, which is the monthly, and then I have November goals, and then I have a November task list. So let's say I wanted to add an additional page after this one. So I will go ahead and come here. I will come down here and determine which page I want to add. Let's say I am in a meeting and I want to add this one. I will single click on that. I will choose the 3 dots. I will copy the page. I will go back to my first tab, and I'm sure that there's probably a shorter way to do this. I just don't know it. And then I want to add it after this. And so I'll hit my add page. I want it to be after this one, and then I'm just going to do current template. Excuse me. No, I wasn't supposed to do current template because that was the gridded page. I'm going to add page, and then I'm going to actually choose paste page. Sorry, that was my mistake. The current template was the one that I had added before, which is here. But I want to paste the page that I had because I'm in a meeting now and I need to quickly jot down some notes, and I need to know what day the meeting was and what the meeting was about, and then I can have all of my note space here. So that is how you do that. I will go ahead and actually import the colorful notebook just so you can kind of see how to do that. And then I will import the vertical planner as well. So I'll hit the 3 dots, I'll split my screen again, I'll come to the files, and then I've got, okay, so I just wanted to come back here. So I've got the colorful notebook here. And then I'm going to hit this share button right here. I'm going to open it in Goodnotes. And then again, I want it to be a new document. I do not want it to go inside of my neutral document. And I'll do a really quick flip through of this for you as well, so you can go ahead and see all of the colorful templates on this also. So we're going to hit done here. We're going to close that. Let's go ahead and do this. Okay, so you have your colorful tabs, your table of contents. Here's all of your templates again. You have all of your hex codes down here for the colors. And then this is your first divider, second, third. So I'll just do a really quick flip so you can kind of see all of the colors on the dividers here. And then in the back are all of your pre-templates. So lined, dot grid, full grid, blank. This is, again, I don't remember the names of it, but you've got color here, 2 columns, your meeting notes. And then let's see, so this one, the 4, has color on your headers. So you have a yellow, a pink or red, gray, and then like a light blue. Your 8, this is basically all of the colors of your, I didn't know that this existed in the colorful because I just automatically did not want to download the colorful. But this is basically the page I created in my neutral, which had all of the 8 areas of life in it. So good to know. You won't have to reuse your highlighter on those. And then here is additional color on your headers here. Your habit tracker is also colored. You have 8 areas of life here that are also colored. And this could also be for like future goal planning. And so if you knew that you couldn't work on it immediately and you wanted to do something in personal or work or whatever it is, you can add those dates and stuff here too. This is your monthly overview. This is your sheet music, your back cover, and then you're done. All right, so that is your colorful notebook. This is the, again, this is the page that I created and I just used highlighter basically on that. All right, so we've got that notebook, and then let's see what else we've got in our files. Let's see what other tools and things that we can play with today. Daily intention notepads and daily reflections. Okay, this one I'm super excited about. So these are the digital files of the paper books that I actually went over in my previous launch video. And this is the daily intentions journal. This is different. Not only is it digital, but this is dated, whereas the paper products are 2 months per book and they're undated. This one is dated, and there's 365 pages in here. So you get a whole year's worth on the digital file, because it's easier to do that on digital instead of like having a journal that is like 3 inches thick, because it's got 120 GSM paper and it's just going to be a really thick one. So these are dated. I am going to be utilizing these hopefully every day. I don't know. I really wanted to use it every day. But since I already know I'm going to utilize these, let's go ahead and practice again. To import it into Goodnotes, we'll hit this share button. We will open it in Goodnotes. We will import it as a new document again under Documents. And then once it is in Goodnotes, okay, that was like my weird version of elevator music. I don't know what that was all about. So let's go ahead and get this sucker in there, and here you go. So it's the exact same page every single day. And then again, if you click on these little buttons, you can see every single page in the entire document. So you can go all the way down here And you have 367 pages in here. So let's go ahead and go back to my files. I already know that I want to import the daily reflections and gratitude also. So we will hit share. We will open in Goodnotes and we will import it again as a new document. I am clicking my fingernails on my chair. These are really big files, and so it takes some time to kind of get in there. So this is the evening one with all of your gratitude, your wins, how you grew today, what you're proud of, your energy level, and all of that stuff as well. So, okay, so let me try one more thing. So within Goodnotes, I didn't show you that very well. So I'm in Goodnotes right now. I'm going to hit this back arrow because I have my tabs here. I have my 2022 weekly vertical planner. I have my daily intentions and I have my daily reflections, but I need something else. And so let's go ahead and hit this back arrow. These are all of the files that I have. So these are all of the new ones I've just imported. These are all of my passion planner files, stickers, Club Moxie, JMB Living. And so let's go ahead and get out of Goodnotes. We'll go back to files. We've already imported that one. Let's go back to, let's import the vertical weekly, but this time I wanted to show you how to import stickers. Okay, so let's import this vertical weekly. The share button, import in Goodnotes. My Goodnotes files are about to be like 10,000 megabytes, which is fine because I love all of them. All right, so let's go ahead and import this. Okay, so here's my 2023 vertical weekly planner, okay? So you've got all of this stuff in here. Here are your weekly spreads. And let's go back to files again. Let's choose stickers. So you have areas of life, you have dots, you have flags, and you have goals. So there are multiple ways to import stickers. So you can do one of two ways. You can split your screen and then open your files again. Go to your areas of life. You can long hold here, you can copy. You can come over here to your stickers page, open this up, and then you can long hold here and you can paste it. You can do it that way and then have all of your stickers here. So if your stickers are here, in order to utilize your sticker, you'll use your lasso tool, you'll circle it, you'll long hold, you'll copy it again, and you'll go to whatever page you wanted to utilize it, long hold, and paste, okay? So you can do it that way. Or you can import them as their own elements. And so again, there's other ways to import stickers. I am not an expert at digital stuff by any means. If there are better ways, hit me up, let me know. I would love to save some time. But basically you can import elements. And so I've got a bunch of different sticker books in here as well. And I'm going to scroll over and I'm going to add new elements. I'm going to import from. I've already got my folders opened here. And so I am just going to go ahead and choose one of these. And then I'm going to do that again. I'm going to choose financial, do that again, choose the fun and rec. And then we're going to do this over and over until we have all of the files in here. Again, I'm sure that there is an easier way. I have imported stickers in a different way as well. And I am not going to lie, I don't remember. I did it like a faster way, but I don't know how. Okay, so we're going to just title this one 2023 ML. And then we're going to create that. Okay, so now I have all of those here. So I've got all of my other ones. This is all of my 2022 MakseLife ones. These are all of my Passion Planner sticker books that I have. And now I have got my 2023 MakseLife here. Okay, so I think I might remember new. Maybe I don't remember how I did this before. Hang on, let me just play for 2 seconds. I'll probably edit this part out, actually. Okay, so did we do this? Oh, I think maybe I did it this way before. Okay, so I've got my screens split. This is my files. This is Goodnotes. We're going to go back to Elements. We're going to hit the 3 dots. We're going to select. We're going to select all. We're going to long hold until they're all highlighted, and we're just going to drag them over. I've done this before, and I tried to do this on the Lemonade Honey Studio ones, and every time I do it this way, for some reason, I don't know why, my tablet crashes, and I don't know what is with all of that. And so maybe I can't figure out how to do this. How can I edit? Oh, here, edit. And then do that. Let's see if my tablet crashes this time. Okay. Let's try to continue to do this. And so we'll hit the 3 dots again. We'll select all. We're long hold. We'll drag. We'll wait for them to import. So I was able to import the Lemonade Honey Studios sticker kit from MakseLife this way, but as soon as I went to create the collection, my tablet would crash, and I don't know what that's all about. And so again, if there's better ways to do this, y'all, like expert digital people, please tell me, because I would love to be able to find a way to import them as elements instead of having like the separate. It worked, yay. Okay, so perfect. All right, cool. I've got all of those in now. So 2 different ways to import stickers. 3 different ways? 2 different ways. 2 different ways. Oh, okay. Clearly I'm no expert at this. Okay, y'all, I think that's it. Let's go back to my files and make sure we've got everything in here. I've shown you how to import covers. I've shown you how to import the planners. I have imported all of the files that I have right now. I've got 2 notebooks, daily intentions, daily reflections, 2 weeklies. As soon as I get my hands on that dated daily, I will do another one of these videos. Hopefully they're helpful to you guys, and I hope that I didn't confuse you too much. I hope that you were able to follow along pretty easily. But if you have any questions, feel free to ask down below. Darian is definitely the queen of digital files. I'm sure that she's going to be doing some digital stuff on the MakseLife website or the MakseLife YouTube as well. So make sure you check that out. I'll try and remember to put the link down here for the MakseLife YouTube. Darian does wonderful things over there in the digital planner space. So thank you guys for hanging out with me. I know this was a really long video. I hope it was helpful, and I hope that you guys have an excellent rest of your day. Thanks.